Hello everyone. In this session, we are going to learn site analysis and planning. So, site analysis and planning includes analysis of natural and man-made features in landscaping and things to be considered while planning. So, to develop the best design, you need a physical and visual analysis of your land or a farmstead that takes into account both natural and man-made features. So, there are following categories of natural and man-made features: vegetation, topography, drainage, soil, and climate. So, we will study them one by one. First is vegetation. When we start planning for landscaping project, we need to consider the existing vegetation already present at site. So if there are any plants, trees on your site, it has to be studied. Some plants may be just weeds. They are of no use. But some plant may blend with your landscaping theme. So they have to be considered. The location of such trees, their form, appearance, shade or sunrise pattern have to be taken into consideration for designing, as they should not hamper our planning or minimize our scope to improve. Second is topography. It refers to the shape of land's surface. Some site may be flat, some may have a natural flow of land, some may include man-made steps. So you need to study your site before designing it. You can use the natural flow of land, which will help you to give uniqueness to your landscape design. Now, to keep this natural flow or any man-made steps in your site depends as per client interest. In the picture, first diagram is a flat site. Second is if there are any man-made steps in your site. And the third is if there is any natural flow in your site. So this is topography. Third is drainage. There are two types to consider here. One is managing wastage drain outlet and other is using existing natural streams of water for aesthetic benefits in landscaping. So, where there are low spots where water may be collected with minimum efforts, wastage grey or black water drainage should be planned accordingly. And location of structure and surrounding landscape area should be greatly influenced by existing water body or stream. So if there is any water body or a stream, your structure should be get influenced by it and not hamper by it. Okay, if there is a water body, you should use it in the way it will add uniqueness to your design. So this is drainage. For the soil, so before plantation we need to consider the condition of our soil. So before planting any trees, plant, you should test the soil from the soil research lab and see whether the soil is chemically fit for the plantation. It will also help you to know physical properties of soil which are suitable for landscape structures. Fifth is climate. Climate will influence your landscaping plans in several ways. Depending on the climate, if there is a winter temperature, plants are hardy enough to grow. Spring determines length of growing season. You will have to study different types of plant according to their climatic need. Some plants gives flower in particular season, and in other season same plants shows no flowers. So of a typical plant or of a single plant you have to study climatic condition. So depending on the climatic condition your garden is going to have the look. So climate is necessary to be studied. Now we move towards the second point, things to be considered while planning. Now, while designing landscaping in or around the house, the location of outer space can be bifurcated into categories as public area, private area. And there should be connectivity between indoor and outdoor spaces. So, considering the relationship between indoor and outdoor activities, you should design your landscape. You should design your landscaping areas by keeping privacy aspects of home members. The public area should be near around living space or kitchen and preferably away from peaceful bedroom areas and vice versa for the private areas. First one is public area. The main entrance of the house is usually located near living room, which must be easily accessible to public or guest, and the area outside the living room should be public area. So what is public area? The area in front of your house next to road is the public area. So the public area includes walkways, parking, entrance, driveway. And on a corner plot, the public area may also extend into the side or backyard areas. The attractive front yard design may please a visitor or a guest, can regenerate their moods. So, the public area should be located near roads and easy to access. So, this is public area. Second is private area. The private area of your plot consists of living services, recreation and multiple use areas depending on the needs you identified earlier. So the private area in your plot is the back side of your house, that is private area. So private area may include recreational activity, swimming pool, multi-purpose area, storage. This can be included in private area. And the private area should be located as far as from public area. Private area can be near the bedroom, family room, or the puja room to get easy access and to feel the calmness and mind refreshment. Landscaping can play a large role in this area as the area can act as family gathering spot, lawn activities, recreation area, etc. And again, Private areas should be located where you find peace of mind, such as terrace, deck, patios, that is, the semi-covered sitting areas should be located near your bedrooms or from where they are easily accessible. Choose these areas carefully. Vegetable gardens, Mayflower needs full sunlight and suitable soil. Outhouse storage room can be located in this area but should not create disturbance and not be viewable easily. So this was the private area. So this picture shows public area and private area. At the front side is public area, which includes driveway, entrance, walkway, parking. And on the back side is private area, which includes outdoor area, services, recreational area, multi-use area, swimming pool. So when you start designing a landscape for the house or any particular area, you should consider these two factors, that is public area and private area. First, divide your plot in these areas, public area, private area. So according to the areas, your functions are going to be different. So your designing will be different. And you need to take into consideration that your public area is going to be attractive. It is going to attract the viewer, or it is going to add beauty to your landscape. This was public area. And private area, all your private areas like swimming pool, outdoor area, covered sitting area, water body, or any vegetable garden near kitchen. All this is included in the private area. So while designing a private areas, these activities should be considered and designed it accordingly. Thank you.